Hi, Logan. Thank you for meeting me today. As you know, we're facing a potential staff walkout in 48 hours, so we need to stabilize the situation as soon as possible. What are your thoughts about this?
Yeah, Mrs. London. Thank you for the time. I really appreciate that we're here, both of us, to of course talk about the walkout and try to amend anything that could be the reason as to the walkout, and also, well, to avoid it, because basically this is the reason we are here, right?
Yes,
Because
could be very hurtful for our newspaper, for our company. So nothing
yeah.
else matters if we have a walkout in 48 hours. So I think that should be our priority in this meeting, and then we can talk about
Yeah.
other points. Are you okay with that?
Yeah, sure, sure.
Okay. I would like to talk about the reinstatement of Alex Jameson as editor-in-chief of the company
Mm,
of the newspaper. I think this is very
yeah.
important to avoid the walkout and to stabilize our staff.
Hmm. Yeah, Ms. Lennon, of course we have been in turbulent waters, I think. Um, I do recognize from my part that firing Mr. Jameson was a bit hasty, but while hasty, I still did some consulting because I did needed some reinforcement as to the decisions. You have to consult. Everyone doesn't always have the right answers all the time. So um, Alex Jameson was fired, and what I did do for that, it's because of the interest of the company.
I, I,
So
I
it was in my
understand.
best interest.
I understand your point, but I also was not consulted before you made this decision. And I really
Mhm.
think that we should share, whenever we're gonna make a really impactful decision, I think we should share, it should be mutual. We both should be in agreement. Um,
Mhm.
I do also want to say that this could be temporary, like we can reinstate Alex and reassess the situation later. But I believe that this is essential for us to stop the walkout. So I believe that we need to do that first. And I would like that it would be really great if you could apologize to Alex as well.
Would that be a public apology, or would it be written? What would it?
It could be just in front of of Alex and myself, and it could be an
Uh,
internal meeting if you're comfortable with that. Um,
mhm.
I just believe that that is necessary for him to come back.
Okay. So the apology from my part would not come as any issue. Actually, I could apologize because I was, as I mentioned, quite hasty the decision I made.
Okay.
But at the end, it was for the best interest of our company, and especially given the situations where the origin or of our mutual company, or the this venture that we both joined, um, do not show the first plans that we had for this company. Um, the intention for this company was to keep it alive, and to to have this opportunity from both of our investment, and not let die history and part of a community, right?
Mhm.
This is my feeling, and this is what I think. It's not a statement, but I do feel that Alex Jameson does not live up to that ideal of keeping the company alive. He did. I'm gonna recognize that he did have an impact on the past. And as part of the history, I do recognize that Alex Jameson as a very valuable asset. And it also hurts me because it impacts the image of the company, the firing of Alex Jameson. But I'm not sure, and I'm hoping we can negotiate that the current situation that the company is fearing is uncertainty. Uncertainty for the future. Future that Alex Jameson did not share. So, in the best interest of the company, as I told you, um, I had to let him go for the sake of the future of the company.
I understand your reasoning, but I still believe that you should have consulted with me first. And this caused the staff
Mhm.
um to organize a
Revolt.
walkout. Yeah, this
Mhm.
really is affecting us, and we could face public humiliation because of this walkout. As you know, Alex was very, very beloved by our staff. So I do believe that reinstating him is essential for us to stop the fire right now. Are you not in agreement with me? Do you not think it's possible for him to come back?
Um, I think there are various ways we could resolve this situation. Previous with from our meeting, I talked to the leader of the syndicate, and they told me that they're concerned about our relationship, mostly our the way we're taking decisions.
Hmm.
Yes, I did take a decision, and I'm hinting that we're still in the ropes as to where to go, how to do things, and we're still learning. And I want to just state that their worry is mostly because of our interaction, our way of taking decisions. And I know uh, firing Alex was kind of like, hey, look, I'm still taking decisions without consulting with you, Mrs. Blanton. But they did offer us another way, or they hinted another way out. They offer us, or they told us, or told me that most of this situation is uncertainty. So their way of being certain, it would be through a board of what would it be,
Creating a board of
board
trustees.
of directors.
A board of directors.
Yeah, board of directors, where they would have a saying, and each you and I would designate two people, and the the syndicate would designate one. So they would take some of the actions of decision making.
I have another proposal for you. We can
Okay.
leave that creating a board of directors, we can leave that in our back burner for now. And I have a
Mhm.
proposal for you. I believe that we should be dividing, like managing areas or decisions, because this action of you firing someone without consulting me really let the staff know that we're not working together, like we're not working together right now. So I think we need to fix that. And you're right. This is something that we need to address ASAP. So I am prepared to leave you full control of like the the digital paper creative area, like everything um like digital projects, online strategy, all of that, but I would regain or retain control of operations and staffing. Since your area of expertise is like you're very knowledgeable about media and you have a lot of experience in media, you study journalism, you have your company, your family company, you have the experience, but I have the experience on people. So I would think that it is reasonable for me to make decisions on staffing and operations, and you on the digital world and projects. But any major decision that we're going to make requires the other's approval as well. So we would work together for any major decisions that would affect the company directly or a staff, whatever. Um, What do you think about that?
Mm, okay. Um, yeah, actually, taking part of the digital transition that I desire for the company is something I highly prize. But I still see some areas where we may have some difference and as to the people management, because at the end, we must designate people in charge of operations. So I cannot have only one part of the company. We need to be two in one, two in one company. So I do wish to have the digital side of the editorial, and there could be possibility for Alex Jameson to be again in our company. And may I suggest that what about having a new chief editor, editor in chief for the digital side, where Alex Jameson is a consultant for us.
What about co-editors?
Um, okay. Um, co-editors. Okay.
I believe that Alex has
Okay.
a lot of experience, and then
Mhm.
maybe if you bring someone in that has a lot of experience or like a younger, newer vision about what you're trying to implement, I believe that they could work together and create something positive for the company. Alex, with his experience and knowledge about the area, the company, the staff, and
Mhm.
then someone with your vision, that could work. What do you think?
Yeah, it could work. So they would be chief editors, co-chief editors.
Co-editors in chief for now. And then
Okay.
we can see how that works.
Hmm. Okay. Let's try 1 year.
Okay.
Okay. 1 year co-editors, Alex Jameson and the person who I'm going to suggest, Parker Flynn. He would be the new co-editor in chief, same as Alex Jameson. Um, Part that also it would be that the the digital side must take part as the future, and there would also be a phase out. So I would really like that co-editing would be with also the phasing out of the printing to the digital.
I strongly disagree with that. I believe that we need to keep the the printed version of our paper
Mhm.
because we have a large part of our audience reads the digital, like our I don't want to
Oil.
disappoint our community. I
Mhm.
know that the numbers may seem kind of odd and off right now, but I do believe that it is like I can't even express it. Like I believe that it is essential for us to keep the printed version. I believe that that would take away the essence of our company. I am
Mhm.
willing to compromise and reduce the printed version days. Like we could only print out papers 4 times a week, maybe, instead of every day. I'm willing to compromise, but I do strongly believe that we should not get rid of the printed version, and that's final on my
Okay.
end.
Okay. Uh, Well, Ms. Lanton, I think the data suggests another thing. We are actually losing on the printed version. So based on the data we have, there's been a decrease on the circulation of the paper for 22%, and you know that it's also 70 on the Saturday paper. So over the last years, we lost revenue on the printed, and I do get that every newspaper has a loyal base and you need to keep them alive and when with interaction. That is true. We're nothing without the loyal clients that make a company and a newspaper. That's 100% true. But we need to keep targeting the newer audience. The newer audience, they will be our future.
Yes, and I am not opposed to creating a like a digital transformation and maybe even transforming our printed version. We can modernize the layout. I am not opposed to that, but I believe essential that it is essential for us to keep the printed version. I think that eliminating this part would betray our community, and I want to remind you that our purpose and our vision when we bought this company was to give back to our community and avoid outsiders taking control of this newspaper. And I think that it is essential for our working class, our older people, older Baltimoreans. Um, I am I strongly believe that we should keep the printed version. As I mentioned, we can reduce the days we print it, we can
Mhm.
modernize it, we can work together to create something better, but I believe and I strongly suggest that we keep the printed version.
Okay, how about this? With the investment of the digital, uh, with the digital mode of our newspaper, how about I suggest the following? We develop a standard membership fee. You know, everyone who wants the paper, they have the access to the digital paper as well as the physical paper. We grab a hold of that market, but we reduce the printing to just well, you said 4 days from the week, right? That
Hmm.
would be also the Sunday paper.
Hmm.
Okay, so from that would be 6 days, reduce it to four. Um, I suggest let's do a trial mode. Let's do a trial mode where we implement the membership, the standard fees, and with the membership of the digital, it comes with the printed version. So we offer them both. But the next year, let's try this for a year. The next year, we must reduce one day, and the next year also another day. So within 5 years, we phase out the physical paper, but we keep printing the Sunday paper as a physical, but with higher quality materials as a token of membership, like having an original edition of something. We keep the physical so we have something to nourish the people, that they have something to touch the older folks, and probably even something higher quality, so they feel, so they touch it, they feel it, and um, pleases their senses.
I do not agree. I do not agree because we will be phasing out the physical
Yeah,
version in
yeah,
like
it is the face out of
it's
it.
basically same
Just
thing.
keeping one relic, but a
Yeah,
higher
no,
quality relic.
I do also believe I agree with like the membership part. Think that that is fine if you want to implement that, but I do still believe that we should be placing some newspapers at stores, at local newspaper stands for those people that do not are not interested in buying a membership but want to read the paper in their daily duties. So I disagree. I disagree with that, and I disagree with not dividing our areas of management. Like I mentioned, I would be totally fine with you controlling the digital projects and everything digital and creative. But I think that I should be in charge of the people, staffing and operations. So, um, I mean,
Yeah,
that is what I think. That what I am firm on.
okay. So could we try to do the code editing way? And with the code editing, the co-chiefs, they both take part on the decision of operations and the management of people. And the printer version, for the printer version, I do see that we are bleeding on the financial side. So to keep operations, we must be more flexible as to what is outdated. And I think that keeping on the long run will not favor um, the operations and our way to contribute to the media. Because at the end, newspapers rely on finance. Reporters need to go to the places that things are occurring. Equipment is really costly. Hours and salaries are high. Um, People are on the ground and sometimes risking their lives. So that also considers the health and the insurance side of operations. So to keep all these factors in place and a safeguard for the same people that are within the community, our workers, we must focus on phasing out the paper to keep their their basic necessities of safety. So please consider the the side of them.
Okay, I see that we're not in the same on the same page. I see that we're not gonna you're not gonna settle on the printed version, right? Like I can sense that. We're not gonna agree on this, right?
Um,
I mean, we both
Still
invested
a
$3
little
million
term.
on this paper. And
Mhm.
my vision when I came into this project was to give back to my community. And I believe that I will be betraying my community if I agree with you and get rid of the printed version. I'm not against modernizing and going into digital era and adding that membership that you were talking about, but I am not
Mhm.
gonna settle on the on getting rid of the printer version. So I am
Okay.
fine with if we cannot agree on this, I'm gonna sell the paper.
Hmm.
And sorry, but
Okay. That would be your deal or no deal, right? The printed.
the printer version and control of staff and operations.
Okay.
But also without Alex, without reinstating Alex, the staff will walk out. And if that happens, our paper will face a possible collapse. And then we will have to sell, even if we don't want to. So these are my three non-negotiables.
Okay. The walkout can be avoided if we implement a board of directors. So that's I think the middle ground for us because we do have different objectives here. Alex
Yeah.
can come back can come back, so we're meeting there in a middle space. So we're preventing if we go through my suggestion, we can avoid the walkout. We can bring Alex back. We can we could keep operations and you can take control of the paper. But at the end, the phase out must happen.
I am not, I do not agree with you.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Is is there another way where we do phase out, or you do accept the change of operations and the way we do the newspaper in your wildest?
I'm sorry, I'm just very set on my vision and my way of thinking and my I am very, very much set on not getting rid of the physical paper. I'm not going to change my mind. And I'm not being unreasonable. I'm just looking out for my community and staying true to my values. Sorry, I can't. I can't.
There's no way of
Is there a way that you could accept my proposal of shortening the printing version to 4 days?
mm, there could be, but within the years it must be phased out.
Mm.
Mm,
Mm.
that's I think the way that the newspaper will survive. Just modernize. We must modernize. Our target audience is highly digital. Um, we must keep with the younger people, and if we do not follow the trends, we are on we're working against the new and the competition. You know, other people will take them, and
Mhm.
if they're within our community and with that within our grasp, I think going to the digital age will help us be still that community you want to protect.
I sorry, Logan, but I can't accept it. I'm sorry, but I mean, at this point, if we don't agree on something, we're gonna face a walkout. There's no
Okay.
way around it. If we do that, the paper is gonna collapse, so we're gonna have to sell. So I might as well just sell now. I can go back to being on the board of my shipping company and
Mhm.
retiring and traveling the world.
Okay.
Um, but this is not working for me as it is right now. I think you're being,
Okay.
I believe that your input is very important and your expertise are very important and necessary for the
Mhm.
company, for the newspaper.
Thank you.
But you also have to consider my side and my expertise, my years of experience. I mean, I'm old. I have years of experience managing people and I know how companies work. This is
Mhm.
not just about profit for me. I'm way past that. So I need you to understand that. And you insulted me calling me an outdated boomer or something like that. So I really think that was very immature, very, very immature.
Okay.
You should be respecting your elders.
Okay.
But yeah, so I think we should sell. I'm gonna sell. I cannot I cannot do this.
Okay. Well, uh,
If you are
thank
not
you.
willing to
Mhm.
compromise.
Well, if it means keeping the Daily Herald afloat, yeah, we can leave it as it is. But I do want the implementation of the board of directors, at least to stop the walkout, at least.
Well, you see, what if we try my way for a year and then if that doesn't work, we can create a board of directors. My way meaning you manage the creative side, the digital side, the digital projects,
Mhm.
and I manage staff and operations. We can try that for a year as well as the co-editing thing, and
Hmm.
then we'll move on from there.
And implement the board, right?
If 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 that doesn't work, we implement the board in a year.
Okay, so if that does not work, can we base that not working would be set on the on our subscription membership and in our interaction with the people? Because we also have another topic about the social side of for operation. So I think if interaction does not increase within 1 year, let's take in quarters. If the first quarter we see a trend, on the second one we see the same trend, and on the third one we see a declining trend, and it keeps onto the fourth quarter, we we state that the decline is not favorable, and we implement the board of directors.
We can talk about it when that happens. I'm not when that happens. But what about the printed version? Are you okay with keeping that?
Let's try your wait 1 year, and then we implement the board, and they will help us decide the printing based on the declining interaction of the users.
But what if my way works perfectly and we don't need a board anymore?
Okay, so the board will help us decide that, and that way we just show the evidence of 1 year and my suggestion, and they decide. So it's an impartial
But the
people.
board, I'm saying we're not going to create a board until a year from now.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
So now we're gonna divide our areas. I'm gonna manage staff. I'm gonna manage operations. You're gonna manage creative side. We're gonna bring
Mhm.
back Alex and have him co-edit with your guy for a year. And then we're gonna keep the printed version 4 days a week.
Yeah, and
Okay.
then we implement the board, and we take again this conversation as to the
We
future
can
of
talk
the.
about it in a year.
Okay, I
We'll see
got
how
it.
that works.
Yeah.
Okay.